Hello everybody, welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here today for the EU1 race for Brazil. So I'll just get that track map on screen for you. So the Brazilian track, 2.677 miles long, 15 turns, 2 DRS zones, and detection points are just after turn 13 and between 2 and 3. The best overplacing takers will be down into turn 1 and 4. Without further ado, we will get us into the race. There we go. As I was trying to say, it's just the race wasn't loaded up on my monitor, so but obviously without further ado, I'm the Piney Penguin, and in the comms booth with me it is a Charlie. How are we doing this evening?
I am doing great. How are you, my friend?
I am good. I am doing
It's
good.
good to hear.
So we'll have to see how well these drivers do today, and we'll have to see if Mr. Craigie can make it 4 for 4 for race wins so far. The man in the McLaren has been very, very dominant so far in this season, so we'll have to see if that form continues.
I personally think it will. I reckon he'll go 4 for 4 today. Because obviously, here you've only really got two main overtaking spots, and that's you got turn 1 going into the center S's, but obviously got to be careful for the DRS. So you got to make sure you have your battery saved, and then you got back into turn 4 where if you lose the position going into turn 4, you will yeah, you could get back at that person. So obviously, hopefully we see some action here. Obviously EU2 was a bit of an action fest.
We certainly will, because
we've got the...
Sorry, I did cut you off there. I do apologise, because obviously yesterday I was commentating on the EU2 race, and there's a lot of action. I was like way too much to keep track of yesterday. So it's now time for EU1, and I think this is going to be might be even better. As I can see here, both the McLarens are out on out laps. So Craigie is going to be the lead McLaren, so he'll be the first to start our lap. As we all will follow him around for a lap around Brazil. So I'll leave the... So away we go. Onto the brakes for turn 1. Also, want to get off of them nice and early, get back on the power for the flat out turn 2 and turn 3, but it looks like Craigie is already backed off.
Or the second corner, I reckon, but he's giving his teammate a tow now.
Yeah, he's giving his teammate a tow instead then, so we're right on board with his teammate, Cooper Fan, as he's going around turn 4. Obviously, flat out turn 5, and then on the run, up the hill, a little bit of a hill, down up to turn 6 and 7. Don't want to let off the power too much around those corners, and heavy braking for turn 8. And then, well, just coasting round 9. Back on the power up to 10. Onto the brakes again. Don't want to be too wide around that corner. And then obviously back on the power for the flat out turn 11. And then up to the last major braking zone of the track. And it's back on the power for the triple left as you come up to the line. Obviously, DRS activation is there. So Cooper Fan up to the line. What's it going to be for the McLaren? It's a benchmark of 1 minute 7.448, and that is a Ferrari in the background. Also finishing our lap.
Will be next.
Oh no, it will be.
Hako will be the next driver.
Where is said Hako? All the way down.
Coming up to the line now.
Hako want to try and get close to Cooper, and he's 4/10 off. He's under 4/10 off of Cooper right now, so I assume that will get faster.
I do believe that he might have been blocked a little bit by the Aston Martin of Mr. P, who did back out. But you can't tell unless you see it later in the steward's office.
Yeah.
But the Cooper Fan giving Craigie a tow now, but Craigie's in no ERS again. Oh no, sorry, I was on the wrong person. I was on Cooper Fan, not Craigie.
We're on board with Craigie, the man who's gone 4 for 4, as Huff and Dobak and PW Jones have done laps up to 3rd and 4th respectively. The lanky one is up to 5th. Lanky one had a really good race yesterday in EU1.
Did.
Finished P2.
EU1 or EU2?
Finished P2, and obviously right now Craggy on the power up to line. Where's it going to be? It's going to be P4 for now. So he's probably made a mistake somewhere, and he's probably will have some time to find. But I wonder if his teammate's going for another lap. I wonder if these two have put in a lot of fuel. If that is the case, I think Craggy will be giving them slipstream. Well, Cooper's up on his first sector time. So I assume the Cornish Cook will come across the line any second now. Up to 6th for him. As Mr. P has gone up to 5th. Off screen.
If Rams are not careful, Craiggie's going to end up blocking Cooper, which he is almost doing coming into
He's out the
the
way.
second sector.
Out of the way. Hasmania is the slowest man on track right now. I do believe that is Rosa Sky. We're going to start a lap. Not sure which. No, Cooper 1.5 tenths up. Well, over 1.5 tenths up. Will Cooper fan here get into the sixes? But later in the session, probably. We'll have to see as he comes up to the line. It's 3 tenths faster almost. 1.7.1. What an amazing lap. Oh, and his teammate. I was going to say his teammate's probably going to start a lap, but he's just bottled the start of that, so he won't be doing another one. So these McLarens go for long running.
That is very shocking, seeing as what is it called? Soft die out just so quickly here. It is. I reckon. Just looking at that now, I reckon Cooper fan's gonna knock Craggy off the 4-for-4 run.
Maybe. As Matty Robbo's
I
up to
think
line.
it'll still be a McLaren.
Oh, good luck from AJ. He's up to 2nd. But he's probably getting a big slipstream from Matty. Rosa Sky has invalidated their lap, but I assume they will be trying again here. So we'll have to see what.
Clears on a bailout. Matty is 5 tenths up on his lap, but he did just. He's not in hot lap at the moment, though. He's just in medium. Maybe he's forgot to do it. Oh, big slide going up the hill. He's backed out that. Oh, that was a huge, huge slide.
Oh, we have a Mercedes.
Not looking good now for the Mercedes, man. Yes, Matty Robbo sliding up the hill.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not good, not what we want to see. Obviously, I hope Matty gets it together and gets a good lap in. As Cornish Cook has somehow split the Williams duo with an impressive lap there into 7th. Obviously, riding on board with his teammate right now.
AJ's going again.
Yep. Obviously, right now, I'm just trying to think. Mr. Cooper fan has beaten yesterday's pole time. And Rosa Sky up does a 108.2.
I remember, right? These guys are just. There's like what, maybe 4, 5 really fast people in E1, and then the rest are just so close together.
Yeah.
So I'm more wanting to see what Craggy does as a reply to seeing his teammates 1.7, 7.1.
Well, Craggy has improved because he's up to 4th now. As Cooper has come back out onto track.
Ako has gone purple in sector 1.
AJ's only half a tenth up on his current best lap. Go on board of Hako straight after AJ's finished his lap if he does finish it, but nope, he's bailed out of it. Not improving enough, so he's bailed out of it. And there's a Cooper just getting out the way of Hako. As Hako is chasing his first win of the season. Man's come close a couple times, but he's just been a bit unlucky. Oh, and it's a big spin! Oh dear, Hako. Can we not have a repeat of Japan?
Oh, doing donuts now. Cutting some grass. What, did he just drop it on the apex?
Yep,
Or
I caught it on
no, on the
stream.
exit?
He dropped it on exit of 12. That is unfortunate.
Oh, did what, what's his LOI Con did no, not LOI Con, Melvin did
Yep.
yesterday in the
Yep,
race, and
it was.
I almost collected him with it.
Yep, right on board here with cost down ammo, as the man has not set a lap yet, so we're going to ride on board as he finishes his lap. I'll probably ride on board with a Cooper fan, because he's doing another lap. Obviously, Don Ammo, slowest of everyone, but I think he's made a small mistake there, so he's probably going to try again. Griffin's going to start a lap. That's a Mercedes.
Something that's concerning me at the moment, right? The Ferraris are really, really close together. Unless Lanky isn't on a lap, which he is, they're both on laps. And Ty Clear's got to out, surely. That's going to ruin. Ty Clear's just going to ruin his own lap there. Might as well just turn it into none. And
yep. And I've just noticed typical Cooper's invalidated his lap. As Craiggie's up to the line, 5/10 off. But I don't think man's gone back into the pits. I think his man just been constantly doing laps. I think now he's slowing down for his teammate because his teammate's going to try again. This is where Blake. Craigie last time when we talked to Craigie complained that his teammate wasn't in the voice calls with him. I think today, that has changed. Because these two, must clearly be communicating. Because they're giving each other slipstream and stuff. And there we go, Craigie kindly gets out the way of his McLaren teammate. As Cooper's on the hill, up the hill.
Oh yeah. Just proved my point right there with the two Ferraris. Ty Clear not improving his lap at all.
Yep,
he's ruined a set of tyres.
Yep.
And he's also just... Yeah, and you're not improving your time. And Leon is saying Pookie Cooper. Hello, Leon.
Yep, I was about
to say that. Little time trial time.
Yeah, man was hoping to get into the race today. I think he's done a pace test, and obviously he's just now waiting for admins to assign him to a league.
Well, Leon, we'll see you next week.
Up as Cooper's gone a 10th faster.
7 flat.
Cooper almost in the 6s.
That is incredible. I think Hako's going again. Hako is going again.
After ruining that set of tyres, he's not going to change them? Is he crazy?
No, I think he has.
That one. There we go. Nope, these are one lap all tyres.
They class the out lap as a lap, don't they?
Oh yeah. But yeah, Craigie's been out for 7 whole laps on that set of tyres.
Yeah, how many laps of fuel has the man put in?
Probably like 10.
Wait, hold on. He's done what? 10 laps of fuel. That 7.9 came in his second hot lap. I am slightly concerned for what he's gonna put in on a literal 1 lap bloody thing. That is. Oh, Hako's bailed out.
Yep, Hako's not happy with his lap at all.
Who's next to come to the line? Not Mr. P. He is 3 tenths down.
He'll probably bail out.
Hasmania could be. I think it might. No, it's not Hasmania. He's charging. Huff and Novak's charging it. Okay, the next one will either be Mr. P or Coston Ammo, who is about to start a lap. Or Cooper.
Don Ammo
Cooper
currently needs to get another time in. But, never mind. He has dropped it at turn 1. Coston Ammo dropping dropping the car at turn 1. So that is his qualifying over and done. As we get swapped to Cooper's on board, and again, the man's invalidated.
Yeah, did it turn 2?
He's been speeding around the track
into the box. I think Mr. P will be our next person to cross the line. He's getting a little bit out of shape out of the second center S, coming through turn 3 now. Not using all of his ERS. There's one thing about this track, you can deploy majority of your energy through the first sector, and then coming into that middle sector, you just gain it all back. Even on hot lap, you gain enough back to deploy it all up to the line.
Yep, you certainly do.
There we go. Keeping it clean now, coming through the little horseshoe section, as I like to call it. Get a little slingshot coming out of this bit. Gotta be careful you don't run onto the grass into this braking zone. Mr. P giving the grass a lot of room there. Now coming down the downhill bit where you see a lot of cars lose their rear coming down this thing with tyre attempts and wear, but not in qualifying. Now running up to the line in the uphill bit. If it was wet, you could see a bit of crashing here because your car just will not have any grip and he's backing out.
Yeah, I think he lost some time in the middle sector, so and just backing out. So I guess we're right on board with the Cornish Cook, who's a 10th up on his previous best time, as he's going around turns 4 and 5, and obviously now it's up the hill to turns 6 and 7. Obviously you can pretty much take these two corners flat out pretty much, because you got to be careful that the car doesn't lose the rear. Obviously heavy brake it into turn 8, then obviously let the car drift through turn 9. Well, that's what I do anyway. Back onto power up to turn 10, on the brakes again, and then flat out on the power for the flat out turn 11, and back onto the brakes for the last time this lap as we come to turn 12, and then it's foot to the floor around the triple left, passing the DRS detection point, and then up to DRS line is now, so that goes flying up and up to line. How much of an improvement will it be for the Cornish Cook? It's not as big as I thought it would be, but he's ahead of Craggy though. He's jumped up one place, and now everyone else is hopping out of the pits with just over 2 minutes left. So we might see some as a Claire might run into some traffic, maybe. Nah, the McLarens are too far away. The McLarens are going to
they could hit the Ferraris or that one Merc when they're trying to make space for each other.
Yep.
But
McLarens are bump drafting
it is concerning to me that they are so close to each other. So I'm assuming, each other. Their qualifying's done. Craggy's done. He's got front wing damage.
Oh dear. The miscommunication there for the McLaren duo. So that's Craggy's qualifying done. He'll now the best he'll start is 6th, because there's no way he'll get round again. Cooper might get round again to do another lap, because he doesn't look like he's got any damage at all. But that is not good for Craggy, so some miscommunication there from the McLaren boys.
Just as I was saying it as well, they are really, really close to each other. What happens? Craggy rear ends his own teammate. That is now a big, big mountain to climb for Craggy, but it isn't exactly impossible. One safety car, or you could just go on a madness.
Yep.
We have, obviously, EU2 last night, we had a few people come from lower down in the grid, come up towards the front end of the grid. You got Lanky who did it yesterday, you had me who did it yesterday. Who else? Oh, there's one more person I'm forgetting. LOY Con, he did it yesterday.
Craggy's still going for a lap, even with damage. Claire does improve his lap, he's up, so he's now gone from last to 11th, as he's gone deep into turn 1 now. So who's this coming out of the last corner? Is Hoffendobach. Where's he going to go? It's up to P3 for Hoffendobach. Checkered flag is out. That's Cornish Cook into the pits. He will not be running anymore. Hasmania next across. Oh dear. Hasmania up to 9th. And then we've got the Williams boys just coming up to the line. PW Jones doesn't improve, but Hacko up to 2nd.
AJ back up into 2nd.
And then AJ just comes across there and bumps Hacko back down. And then the lanky one improves up to 10th. As it looks like Matty Robber has spun out of turn 12. He's being chased by a Rosa Sky, so Rosa Sky will get some slipstream as they come up to the line. But how much of an improvement will Rosa Sky get with this slipstream? Just about 10th, which will put up, well, they'll stay at P12. And then I do believe that is it, for unless the two McLarens.
Oh, Cooper's just crashed on track.
Yep, and obviously Craggy is not going to run anymore because he's got wing damage. So that is your qualifying done. So...
Oh, that was naughty by Craggy and by Cooper, what they both did.
Hey Charlie, you have a fan in the chat.
Oh, hello, Sebby. Sebby used to be an ex-racer.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
I know.
yeah.
Cause man, I remember because man murdered me a couple times.
Spa season 13, how could I not forget?
I'm still pissed at that.
Oh, he's done it again!
Then what
That's
again?
2 weeks in a row.
Good piss.
Swearing on stream.
That's not swearing.
Come on, surely is.
Oh.
No, as I was saying anyway before.
Sebby in chat be like, I don't remember doing that. Like, Hello, Matty.
Hello, Matty.
So here we go then. Full classification then. Cooper starts from pole. Then it's AJ will join him on the front row. Akko, oh, I didn't even notice this. Griffin up to 4th. And then Hoffen, Delbach and Jones in 5th and 6th. Cornish, Cook in 7th. Then Craigie in 8th, which is a bit of a bad start for them, but they'll be fine. Tasmania in 9th. The Lanky one 10th. Mr. P in 11th. Brother Sky 12th. Ty Clare in 13th. Mighty Robo 14th. And then Boss Don Ammo will start at the back after doing a whoopsie at turn 1. And Matty Robert in chat saying suboptimal quali. Oh, well,
I wouldn't really call it suboptimal if you're at the back all the time anyway. Sorry, Matty, but it's true.
and this is where we're like, Charlie, we're not I don't, unless we get rain later in this race. I think EU's clear for rain this week, unless I've now just jinxed everyone. If I have, sorry.
What was EU3?
No rain.
Yeah, EU2 was no rain. Can someone in the chat say if there's rain on the schedule by chance?
Yeah, come on, Matty Robert, give us some inside scoop. I would like to know if it's a dry race or there's rain coming later. Anyway,
I reckon it's a dry race. It looks dry.
it looks dry.
Hello,
No,
Cornezzo.
not a cloud in the sky. Obviously now we are waiting for the drivers to sort out their setups to make them more race worthy, and obviously got to sort their strategies and their fuel loads, and then we should be able to get this race underway. Obviously Cooper will lead the grid away from pole, but we'll have a very fast AJ chasing them down, and obviously Hacker will prefer to try anything. Obviously Craggy 3 for 3 so far. Will he make it 4 for 4? But he has to start from P8, which is not an optimal qualifying. So we'll have to see if that man can go 4 for 4. But he's got a lot of work to do in this race. But you never know. If safety cars come out, he'll be fine and done.
Before we get to the 5 red lights, who is your money on for today?
I'm putting my money on Hacko again. Oh, as the lights are coming on, 4, 5 red lights, and away and out they go, and away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And it looks like it's a decent getaway for Hacko, trying to get around the outside of AJ at turn 1. They are side by side, but AJ's just ahead and keeps that. So now Hoff and Dobak will try to get the inside of Hacko, but decides to drop back. Craiggie's already made an upper place already, and he's side by side with Griffin, who's just gone backwards. So Craiggie's already up 2 on his first lap. So brilliant stuff for Craigie there. So brilliant stuff for Craigie as he's still side by side with Griffin. Obviously Griffin's gone backwards, losing 3 places off the start. Obviously Cooper still leads with AJ falling behind, and then Hacko. And obviously the top 3 have not changed. Obviously Griffin's gone backwards. Craigie's gained a couple places, so this is a most ideal start as everyone is doing okay, and it looks like Cooper's already starting to pull away from AJ on this first lap. So I think Cooper's
I've got a few people on the soft tyre today.
Ooh,
we
that's
have got
interesting.
Griffin has gone backwards on the softs. That is a surprise. So maybe not a good getaway for him.
No, maybe
Mr.
not.
P, who's just made a move on Was the Sky,
Oh, Craigie.
is
Oh,
on soft.
Craigie trying to go down the. Well, sorry, did go down the inside of PW Jones and try to get Hoff and Doe back as well, but did not quite get it. No, I'm gonna put the tires on the board.
Yeah, the
This
last
one.
two people who
Yep.
are on the soft tyre are the two Mercedes.
There are two Mercedes,
an
Mr.
audacious
P
strategy.
and Griffin are all on softs. Everybody else has opted for the mediums.
I don't know personally about how well the soft tyres are here because I didn't run them yesterday.
Well,
How
Jones
would it...
and Griffin are fighting over P6. Griffin's still on the inside a little bit, and then later on the brakes gets. We'll try and get the move done, but their tire locking, so that allows Cornish Cook to gain a double place. The PW Jones is not very happy with Griffin for that. So that will probably be a report submitted by Johnson. And obviously as well, these guys have lost DRS from Craggy. So that is not...
There is going to be, what's it called? Two people's race may already be ruined with, I believe, Rosa Sky has got front wing damage. Does he? I can't tell. No, he does not. But the Mercedes of Hasmania has got front wing damage on his left-hand side end plate. So that could be a big effect. I don't know how that is with the damage here and aero.
Well, I can tell you
But
this.
I would say it could be a big effect.
I can tell you this. Yesterday, a couple drivers picked up wing damage. One of the drivers in the EU2 race picked up wing damage on the very first lap, and they didn't even know they had wing damage until later in the race.
Really?
Yep, they didn't even notice it because apparently, according to them, that wing was still green. As Tyclair and Hasmania are fighting over P12, as obviously we are on board here with AJ and Cooper. I assume Cooper will just go flying back past AJ. Obviously, he will probably get the move down into turn one. Obviously, the top five have just broken away now from Cornish Cook as Hoff and Durback gets fastest lap of the race. A 1:10.44, sorry, 0.044. As Cooper back into the lead. Tyclair past Rososky and Mercedes have swapped places as I've got the wobbly cameraman angle. Very wobbly. As Craggy's making a move on the inside of Hoff and Durback into turn 4. So Craggy mate is like I swear that McLaren's a rocket ship for Craggy. Or should I say Craggy's making that McLaren a rocket ship. But look at that, he's gained 4 points already and Cooper's made a mistake. Oh, so has Hacko there. Because AJ was trying to go around the outside of Cooper but doesn't quite get it. Hacko had a small wobble there as well. So, but the front three still in the same place as where they started. Obviously now these guys have got 2.3 seconds to PW Jones in 6th. So he's ahead of the second DRS train. Obviously AJ will get back past Cooper.
It's getting bigger.
Yep, that gap is getting bigger.
Well.
Oh, we're going to have a free wide moment between them as Hacker's going to try and get down AJ as well. On the inside. Later on the brakes, Hacker ahead. But AJ trying to get that push back and Cooper's all over the back of AJ's diffuser. So it's going to be Hacker's turn now to get double overtaken. As AJ's going to the inside and Cooper's going to go to the inside. But nope, they both overtake Hacker. But AJ back into lead but does not get overtaken by Cooper.
Clear has had an incident at turn 1 and 2 where he has dropped all the way down from 12th down to last. He is still within the DRS though, but he is floating around that 1 second mark. And that front wing damage is really affecting the Hasmania now. He is starting to drop off towards the back of his teammate being Matty Robbo. And then as we're going up, it's pretty much just a train where no one's making
Oh, Cooper with a
move.
mistake out of turn 12. Oh no, that's going to compromise him. And Hacker's going to just blitz around his outside. Or should I say, they're still side by side right now. Still side by side these are. Obviously, with the help of DRS.
AJ is going to be a sitting duck at this rate.
Yep. Well, he would have been a sitting duck if Cooper didn't lose it out of turn 12. That is a rare mistake from the Cooper. So Cooper will try to get this move done down into turn 4. All over the back of him. But looks like Craggy, his team... Oh no, Hacker's going to make a later on the brakes and gets them... Well, still on the inside of Cooper. As they are still side by side as they go up the hill, up round turn 6. But now his own teammate Craggy behind was having a little look round Hacko.
God, Griffin is all over Lanky now in Sector 2. Sorry to interrupt you, but he was pushing that Ferrari through the uphill. That was, I'm surprised how he didn't hit him. He was just carrying so much more speed compared to that Ferrari.
Yeah, well, Lanky is holding on. As looks like Hasmania has spun it.
Yeah.
So
his tyres are gone by the looks of it.
Yeah, maybe he's had some contact though with Ty and the Costamo, because those two have also dropped off the back. As you start seeing gaps starting to form, as Hacko's trying to go around the outside of Cooper, but Cooper later on the brakes and keeps second place. Yeah,
there's more damage. Bozza Sky's got damage on his front left end plate as well. He's going slow over the just across the start finish line. Hasmania is in the pits, so maybe there was an instant between maybe Bozza Sky and both Mercedes. Lanky got a penalty. There we go. There's the first one for track limits.
Oh no. So I'm pretty sure the Lanky one didn't pick up a penalty yesterday in the EU2 yesterday, but today has picked. But today he has picked up the 3 seconds. So that is unfortunate.
One thing that I find really impressive about Lanky, normally he isn't within, I'd say, the top end of EU2, but he is fighting and he is showing that there isn't that much of a skill difference between EU1 and EU2. This is like really good to watch.
Yep, man is doing pretty well right now. As Cooper's going to look to go down the inside of AJ here at turn 1. And obviously later on the brakes, gets the move done. Obviously, these guys have pulled, got a 2-second gap to Jones and Cornish Cook. Obviously, the Lanky one has dropped outside of us. Well, it's got past ahead of Mr. P, but it's just outside a second. As it looks like Craig is trying to make the move there on Hacko down the inside of turn 4. Still side by side as they go around turn 5 and now up the hill. It looks like Hacko's give the place up to Craggy. So Craggy now improves up to 3rd. And and Hacko's on the grass! Hacko's on the grass and round he goes! Oh dear. Oh no,
One thing we have missed. Lanky's got past Mr. P.
Yep. Well, I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. He got past Mr. P and was outside DRS of Cornish, but is now back in the DRS of Cornish. And they've pulled Griffin and Matty Rebel along as well. But yeah,
Raiden started to close up again.
But Hacko getting on the grass there. Hacko making some rookie errors there, I would say.
He'll be back, don't worry. He'll be back. Come towards the end of the race, he will somehow be in that group of 5, and he will somehow pull his way onto that podium. We've seen it in Japan, where he did a last podium. We've seen it in Miami.
Yeah, Hacko in Japan.
Bahrain as well, he pretty much did the same thing.
Yeah, last to second in Japan. Obviously, thank for his tyres, and here we go. He's gonna make the move here on Mr. P at turn 6, 7. You don't see many overtakes here, but when they do occur, they do absolutely look freaking amazing. And I'm happy I got that on stream. What a move there by Hacko. Up into P8 he goes, trying to recover. Now he's gonna chase the Lanky one.
I think Lanky will fight this battle too hard because it'll waste his battery, his tyres, his everything. Just focus on your own race for now. And oh, there was a spinning Griffin dropping it at turn 12 in the race. His soft tyres are deteriorating here. I saw that out of the corner of my eye.
Change for the lead.
Surely all
Cooper gets double overtaken. Cornish Cook into the pits on lap 10 here. So was it?
He started for mediums.
He started at the mediums, didn't he?
Griffin's still going.
Yeah, as these guys on the soft tyres are still going. And Hacker now gets past the lanky one and now behind his teammate. As I saw in the background, I think the Mighty Robo was trying to get past Tyclair, but is now fighting with Donamo, and Donamo's ahead. But obviously as well, as we've been keeping on with board of Hacker, we've missed Craggy going past his teammate. So I wonder if team orders came into effect here. Obviously now Craggy will chase down AJ. And we'll have to see. Obviously, Cornish coming in at the end of lap 10 was weird. I expected the first people to come in for new tyres at about lap 16, 17. What should I say? Between laps 14
I would have said around now.
The softs definitely around now. Mediums should do between 14 to 18 laps. I saw somebody yesterday do 20 laps on the mediums before they swapped to the hards.
Was that?
I believe it was Pipe Tech.
Oh.
Craggy up into the lead, and Cooper was shown the door there by AJ. But yeah, Craggy now up into the lead from 8th place. As Don Ammo is the second person.
Don Ammo.
Yep, as Don Ammo is the latest person to pick up 3 seconds for track limit violations, as Griffin has now pitted off the softs. And Cooper gets a nice run on AJ here. And Cooper and AJ... Oh, there's contact! AJ's in the grass! Oh, I'm not sure if it was the contact from Cooper or AJ lost it himself. But that is not the best. Yes, hello, Leon. Yes, Leon, you came in at the right time. As Hoffa and Dobak is going to look to try and improve his place up to second ahead of Cooper. Cooper hasn't picked up damage. Ooh! Almost clattering the back of Hoffa and Dobak there. But he's now right on the back of that Aston Martin. Obviously, that's a man getting DRS assist from Cooper's teammate ahead. And as
little contact.
Yeah, Hoffa and Dobak showing Cooper the door there before the turn. AJ needs to box now, says Leon. I don't think so. I think he's fine. If these guys keep fighting, he'll easily get back into the DRS. Because like, these medium tyres should be able to last about 14, 16 laps.
Griffin, 3-second time penalty.
Oh dear. Griffin, the latest man to pick up those 3 seconds for track limit violations.
Let's have a quick look at the track limits. Craggy looks to have... Craggy's got 1 warning, Griffin's got obviously a penalty, Hasmania's got a 1 warning, Lanky got 3 warnings in the same lap. He got his penalty all on lap 7. That's a big shock.
Maybe you got a double warning somewhere, like you did.
Oh, we're not talking about double warnings and how that... It's mostly the horseshoe section where you get that double warning. It's weird, which it shouldn't be in the game, but it's just EA got their scummy little hands on the game and they destroyed it.
Yeah, they have indeed.
Out of the top 5, the only person to have a single track limit warning is Craggy.
Wow, Cooper, no warnings. That's rare. As we're talking about warnings, Hasmania's picked up his 3rd for track limits, so that's a 3-second time penalty coming his way. But he is down in 14th at the minute, so not the best risk for him right now. As the front three here...
This guy's made another pit stop.
Has he?
Yeah, he's made 2 stops already.
Oh well, here we go. Hoffa and Dobak and Cooper getting past Craggy into turn 1. So we have a new race leader here. Hoffa and Dobak in the Aston Martin up to the lead. Wants to see what that Aston Martin can do now. Or is he going to be under pressure from the Cooper?
Further down.
And there we go, Cooper
Matty
into the lead.
is up into 10th with Ty Clear into the box. Pablo's arrived. Matty is, yeah, he's in and around where we normally see him and where we love to see him because he's trying his hardest and that's all we care about. Matty, get higher up the field, please.
Well, Matty is currently sat in 10th. So, obviously, that is unfortunate. Obviously, right now, AJ is actually slowly catching the front three here. He's only 1.2 behind now. It was 1.8 a couple laps ago. But AJ's probably saved a couple bit of battery because obviously he wants to try and push now to get under that second as we go to do the rest detection point. Obviously, he was just outside. Oh no, this is going to lose a bit of time here. Obviously, Jones and Hacko thing. Oh god, we're going to have a free wide moment almost. Oh dear. As Hoffendorf back into the lead, Craggy guts up ahead of Cooper. But, yeah. What are the lap times
One
looking
thing
at?
I'm surprised about is that
No
PW
idea.
Jones isn't, what is it called? He just isn't like, he isn't showing his usual pace as he normally does.
Oh, Craggy and Hoffendorf back side by side. But, oh, now the two teammates are side by side. The two McLarens. Cooper going to try and go around the outside of his own teammate, which should become the inside line for turn 9. And gets the move done. Craggy trying to go for an ambitious move on Hoffendorf, but ends up losing out to his teammate. As Cornish Cook further back has got past Ty Clare and is up into 11th. But I assume all of them have pitted behind Mr. P.
Yes, everyone from Mr. P downwards has made a pit stop. And in comes Cooper. Cooper's in.
Yep, Cooper is in, so he's had enough after 15 laps. So I expect to see Craggy into the pits, and PW Jones is also into the pits as well. So I expect the rest of these to come in.
Same with Matty.
Yep, also as well.
Oh, Matty's almost hit the pit entry wall.
Oh, and AJ's actually caught back into DRS of the front runners.
One thing that I'm, what is it called? Speaking about these pit stops, all of them now will react to Cooper.
Yep,
Craggy should react to Cooper.
Oh
AJ
yeah, Cooper will. Cooper will
Hacko, I reckon, will stay out one more lap because of where he is on the track.
I think he'll pit this lap, like his teammate pit last lap. And
maybe.
we appreciate the people in chat following us. Brewdog with the follow, and Marco with the follow as well. Thank you very much, lads.
And we have a Red Bull fan in the chat.
Yep. Yeah.
Welcome, first time chat.
Yep. We'll have to see who's going into the pits. Craggy's in. Hoffendorf is not in. Hoffendorf stays out for another lap.
Ooh.
This is interesting.
That could be dangerous.
The guy.
What we love to see, cost on ammo, P2. The Red Bulls are back.
Yeah, well, the other one is in the pits. Where did it come out relative to Cooper? Because Cooper's coming around turn 1 right now. He's coming around turn 2 and 3. I think he's going to come out just ahead. I think his teammate's just going to come out behind him or just level with him. No, well, as I say, Cooper's got DRS from his teammate in the pits, but Cooper ahead of his teammate into 3rd. Oh,
So,
hello.
as it stands...
Ah, okay.
Yeah. As it stands right now, the lead is the two McLarens, AJ, PW Jones, who is 4 seconds off, Hacko, and then Hacko. But Hacko should make quick work of his teammate, I would say, because
I think
he's definitely showing the more pace.
I think they'll do some DRS swapping to catch back up. Obviously, Hoffendorf is into the box. I assume Don Hammer will be in as well, and yes, he is. Obviously, and Don Hammer gets 10 for speeding in the pits. That's not what he needs. Obviously, we're gonna ride on board here with the McLarens as they're gonna try to see if they get Hoffendorf back in the pits. So
Yellow sector 2. Tasmania's in the wall again.
Yep, as Hoffendorf is coming out of the pits, and he's gonna come out right at the back of this pack. But will he be inside the second or outside of it? I think he's just outside of the 1 second. But it is now a three-man race again at the front here with the two McLarens and AJ. As AJ's gonna go side by side with Craigie as they come round turn 6, but Craigie keeps his foot in, and AJ's having to back out so they don't cause an incident. So that was AJ on Cooper. Sorry, my bad. And Pablo in chat. No, why are Mercedes in the wall? Yeah, the Mercedes boys are not having a good race today.
He's coming back out. Hasmania got overtaken by Bozasky into turn 1. As I said earlier in qualifying, the second overtaking point is down into turn 4, and that is where Hasmania decided to shoot his shot, going back up into P14. But the bottom two are 22 seconds behind the other Mercedes in P13. Hacko
with a 109.
Finally into the 9s.
Yep, a 109.920. As we got the wobbly cameraman angle again, and we're going to have a lovely free wide moment from this camera angle as Cooper gets double overtaken by his teammate and AJ. AJ is still on the inside here of Craigie as they go up the hill up to turn 6, so he's decided to back out of it. And Cooper's right up the AJ's diffuser.
Cycling going up the inside of Griffin here, going up the hill as he got the move done.
Yep,
and yes, he has round the outside. What a beautiful move.
Yep, so obviously
yellow sector 1. Hasmania's in the wall again with front wing damage. He's not having a great race at all today. It is not looking good for the Mercedes teams.
Nope, it is not looking good. Obviously going back on here with the leaders. Obviously Craigie now will be under pressure from AJ and his teammate, but I don't think Cooper is quite close enough to make a move, as AJ is going to go down the inside into turn 1. They're still side by side, but obviously Craigie will have the inside, which will then become the outside, and Cooper's just like, thank you very much, I will take that gap and I will go up into P2. And now will the McLarens
I think Craigie let off.
Yeah, I think maybe he did. Nope, small look.
PW Jones overtaking Hacko.
Yep, the Williams boys are doing some...
the corner.
Yep, the Williams boys doing some switcheroos to try and catch up to the front runners. They are 2.6 behind Hoffendorbeck, and Hoffendorbeck is 1.1 behind the front 3. And then and after that, Mr. P is like 4 seconds adrift of the Williams boys, but has like a 3-second gap to Tyclair.
Yeah, we see Hasmania coming into the pits. Will he be going on to another?
No, he's not going to retire.
I think he's still going.
No, right? he's gonna be a respectable man.
Stick on set soft.
Softs won't make it.
Won't make softs.
No, he's gonna stick on those.
They could.
Well, he's gonna get lapped here by the front runners.
The lapping.
Williams boys obviously.
He should come out in some free space though.
Yep. And as well now, Hoffendorbeck's actually in the DRS of the front 3. So this front 3 is now full fight for the lead. But obviously now the Williams boys are trying to do some DRS swapping and catch back up. They're just under 3 seconds behind these guys ahead. Obviously Cooper back into the lead with AJ and Craigie following suit. And Hoffendorbeck just drops outside the second again. Obviously we'll try and get back in DRS range. As I am yawning, and I do apologise. But a long day.
It's been a long week, hasn't it?
Nope. Was that Cooper going a little bit thing? Wait, Cooper's bolted. Cooper's trying to bolt away from AJ. He's got a 8/10 gap to that Red Bull. Oh, bit of a wiggle though there on the exit of 12, so that's not going to help him trying to bolt away. But he's got a big enough gap to AJ that he will not probably get overtaken here. And Cooper's now just taking the fastest lap away from Hacko as AJ has shoved Craigie a little bit onto the grass, and he's got a little bit of taste of karma because he had a small contact there with Craigie and has lost the place to Craigie.
Ferraris are battling into turn 1. Lanky going back at Tyclair, not getting the move done, and that's affected the Alpine of Griffin, who has dropped back out of his little train. Now here comes the Cornish Cuck on Lanky, gets the move done before turn 4. Matty Robbo's in the fight for points here. This
Yep.
is could be something special here for the Mercedes driver. I don't think he scored points all season. Could we see some points come today towards this Mercedes team?
Well, for the time being, with Lanky having that 3-second time penalty, Matty Robbo is in the points as Cornish Cook is off the road and into the wall. Luckily, no front wing damage on that Salber, but that is not going to help. That is not going to help Cornish in any way. Obviously, this does promote Matty into the top 10. Obviously, that's not going to help as the Williams boys are swapping places again. As Hasmini gets fastest lap of the race.
9.3.
A 9.391.
Absolute smash the fastest lap.
Yep. Obviously, he needs to be inside the top 10 if he wants that extra point for the fastest lap. Obviously, the Williams boys will swap DRS again. Obviously, trying to catch up to the front four, which sees Cooper now at the lead, still in the lead, ahead of his teammate then AJ, then Hoff and Dobak. But these guys have about a 3.5 second gap to the Williams pair in 5th and 6th. Obviously, then. And obviously got Mr. P in 7th, all on his lonesome. There he is. And you got the two Ferraris. Obviously, Lanky almost hit the back of his own teammate there. And obviously, Matty Robbo looking a bit impatient. Obviously, Matty Robbo is on the medium. So he started on the soft tyre, so he's doing mediums to the end. So that'll explain why he's trying to go really fast through this loop. Because the guys ahead of him are on the soft, the hard tyre.
Hardest tyre, yes. Brazil 2019 would be peak, it would indeed.
Oh, and Hasmini has come into the pits and has retired from the session.
And right.
So Hasmini has...
He wanted the fastest lap and went. That's what we like. Lanky down the inside of Ty Clear, getting it done early. Matty Robbo could come for P9 here. Looking down into turn 4, looking out early. Can we see the move from the Mercedes man? Getting pushed all the way to the inside bit, braking as late as he can. Front wing damage for Matty. Has he hit the Ferrari of Lanky, or did he hit the Ferrari of Ty Clear? Couldn't tell from the camera angle.
And now he's side by side with Griffin and obviously Matty Robbo off the road. But Matty's just lost 2 places now for that. Oh, that's unfortunate. We were just complimenting Matty on how well he was doing, and now it's Morgan thrown away.
Oh, Rosa Sky is almost clattered Hasmania's retired car as his retired cars come back out onto the pit lane.
Yep. I've also just noticed
Pablo
this.
saying 10 race ban for both Ferraris.
I've just noticed this though. Hacko and Jones, they were over 3 seconds behind a couple laps ago. Now they're under the 3 seconds, about 2.6 behind the front 4. Obviously now Cooper's at the back of the train and AJ's at the front of the train. There's AJ, Craigie, Hoffendorback and Cooper as Costanamo has gone past Matty Robbo, so Matty Robbo is clearly struggling with that front wing damage. I expect him to pit at the end of this lap.
Oh! Cooper fan going up the inside of Huff and Dobak. Huff and Dobak has none of it round the outside. He says good night and goodbye. So now we're going up into the final parts of lap 25 of 36. AJ's got a bit of a gap to Craigie, so he should be fine going into this first corner. But Huff and Dobak and Cooper fan could get a move on Craigie. Craigie's trying to make that McLaren as wide as possible, and he does. It succeeds. Huff and Dobak stays down in P3 for now. Now coming down into turn 4. Here we go. Will we see a move from Huff and Dobak for number 30 on that Aston Martin, now just sitting behind the McLaren?
Yep, so Griffin and Don Ammo swapped places while that was happening, and so has Lanky and Ty Claire. Obviously they are catching the back of Mr. P pretty quickly. The gap a couple laps ago was about 4 seconds. It's now 2.3 the gap between Ty Claire and Mr. P, as Don Ammo has now can try and get past the Lanky one, and the Lanky one's going to try and come back at him.
Oh, Lanky's fighting back, and Don Ammo's just had none of it.
Yep. Obviously Lanky's applied the brakes there. Oh, Griffin almost ran into the back of the lanky one there. So that is not good there. Obviously now as well, the Williams boys thinking some masterclass here. They've brought the gap now to 1.7. They've almost caught these guys ahead of from DRS. So in a couple laps, I think those Williams boys will be in the fight for the top 3 places.
Lanky one has just done one of the best switchbacks I've ever seen coming up onto the final straight, but he has shot himself in the foot. Yep. And Griffin will go 3 wide going into turn 1. Matty might make it 4 wide here.
Nope, it's going to be 2. They're going to go 2 by 2 as Matty's up the inside of the lanky one. Obviously, Don Ammo's back up the inside of Griffin. So Don Ammo up to 9th, Griffin 10th, lanky now fighting back past, trying to get past Matty Robbo to retake 11th. But it's not quite as Griffin's off the road there just a little bit. So that is not the best. And obviously now the Williams boys have dropped a little bit. Oh, never mind. Somewhere out of nowhere they just gained a full second on the front 4 ahead. So the gap now they have is 1.6. So Cooper's dropped off a little bit of the off and go back.
Oscar Ammo is about to drop out of the DRS of Ty Clear. And also, Matthew Morrow looks like that front wing damage isn't really affecting him because at the moment he currently sits in P9 after penalties. So if Matty can keep it clean, and cost on ammo, and Griffin with a 6-second time penalty now altogether.
Oh dear.
Cost on ammo has just taken a warning for cutting the whole of that last little kink going up to the line. And Griffin's gone wide in through turn 2, allowing Matthew Robbo up into P10.
Yep. The lanky one's gonna
still got the DRS.
Lanky's gonna go up the inside as well. Lanky gains a place as well, up to 11th. So disaster there for Don Ammo and Griffin, both pick up more pens. So this will drop them both out
didn't
of the
get
points.
A penalty.
Oh, didn't he? Or was Griffin?
No, I watched. Yeah,
okay.
Griffin got a penalty. I'm assuming they both did the exact same thing. Because Matty drifted round through the horseshoe, but there was back in season 13 somewhat. I think it was a Aston Martin called Tommy Lee, and he did the exact same thing Coston Ammo did, because if Coston Ammo overtook Ty Clear through that, he could have been reported and got a penalty.
We got some more fighting back at the front. Obviously AJ still is into the lead. Craigie second, and Cooper's finally got past Hoff and Dobak, and the Williams duo have dropped back slightly, but they are constantly DRS swapping the Williams duo to try and catch up to the front 4, but it's not going to happen.
He's gone wide through turn 2, now looking vulnerable to the lanky one. Obviously, at the moment, Matty would still be sitting in P9 on track effectively, even if he did get overtaken by Lanky. As long as he stayed within that 3 second of Don Ammo, he'd jump up to P9.
Well, indeed. Going back onto the leading 4 here. Obviously, we are about to start lap 30 of this 36 lap race, and AJ still leads the way of the 2 in front of the 2 McLarens, and Hoff and Dobak in 4th. So, will we see? Now the question is, with these 4 going to be fighting for the win, will we see a brand new race winner for this season, or will Craigie make it 4 for 4? It could look that way.
I reckon we'll see AJ get the win tonight, and Lanky is trying to go round the outside of Matty through turn 1, backs out of it. Ty Clear isn't able, it just isn't breaking from from Matty. But Coston Ammo is on some smoke at the moment, or Mr. P has made a mistake. He has overtaken Mr. P.
Yep, he has caught Mr. P, so Mr. P struggling. Obviously now Mr. P is behind Don Ammo. Obviously they have dropped 2 seconds to Ty Clear, who seems to be struggling a little bit on those top, maybe. Because he's now got Matty Rubber behind him for company, with Griffin and Lanky one as well. Obviously, even with Don Ammo getting into 7th, with that penalty, as Matty Roberts just gone very wide and dropped 2 places. Oh dear. That is not the best there for Matty Robbo. Obviously he's coming up the hill here, trying to get on the back of those Ferraris, try and get the place back. But he's not going to be close enough into turn 1.
Pablo has the script of the race saying that Cooper will win the race on a drag race to the line.
Bit ambitious
Pablo,
there,
if you are so confident, put a bet on it with your cost points. I would love to see that.
Oh, we got some 2x2 action here as both Griffin and Matty Robert get forced a little bit wide by both Ferraris. The Tycler and Lanky go up to 9th and 10th respectively, and Griffin down to 11th, and Griffin's a little wide as we get some. Oh no, Matty's rounds. Oh no. No, Matty going for a gap that was never really there. Oh, that is a shame. That's now just thrown away in That's just now thrown away in Matty's race. That is really unfortunate. And what is this? Craigie and Cooper. Oh, they still got DRS. Are we gonna have a free wide moment here? Nope. Those McLarens are gonna make this as wide as possible. They did drop out of AJ's DRS for about a second there, but instantly got back into it. Well, see, if AJ breaks the DRS, I think he will just be gone. But Cooper will need to try and get
DRS again.
Cooper needs to get back in before the detection point, which is after turn 13. He's in it for now. But that could all change if AJ decides to put his foot down. And Pablo plays it in chat saying, nah, I'm done, rigged game. And then Man says put a prediction up. I don't know how to do those. I don't know how to do those on Twitch. And plus, it doesn't look like it doesn't. I don't think it looks like the well, the predictions was finished last night. Last night when the AM2 race is on. Anyway. Obviously, now we're starting lap 33. We've got 4 laps to go in this race. The Williams boys are not able to catch up to the front 3 here. As AJ still leads away from Cooper, then Craggy, then Hoff and Dobak. As Cost Ammo has actually broken DRS from Mr. Poem.
Mr. P is looking dangerous now towards that flying Ferrari of Lanky, because Griffin is now also out of the DRS of that Ferrari.
Yep.
And at the moment, as it stands, Lanky, all he has to do is just drop his teammate by a good 1.4 seconds and he will keep that P9. But at the moment, he is sat in P10 for an EU2 full-time reserve in EU1. This is a good race for him. Hako's pitting. Hako, 10-second penalty!
Oh no, Hako! I think he's pitting for fastest lap because he has plenty of time to Don Ammo. But picking up that 10 seconds has just thrown it away as Craigy's trying to go down the inside of his teammate. The 2 McLarens squabbling over places like, boys, you don't need to do this. Just wait until the DRS straight as we've got 3 laps to go in this race. Yeah, Hako's dropping down behind Mr. P and Don Ammo. He's come out ahead of the lanky one, but I think him pitting. Pablo plays in chat says let Cooper be second. Nah, Cooper wants to win. Cooper wants to get his first win in COS. He hasn't got a win yet. The best he's done is second places. He's had loads of those. Obviously, he's looking to end his teammates' reign of terror. Obviously, Craigie is 3 for 3. And now we're coming on to the penultimate lap as Craigie's under pressure here from Hoff and Dobak. But he gets interception. Oh, but he's hit the back of his teammate. It's got wing damage. Oh no, Craigie's picked up wing damage from his own teammate. But I think that was his own fault.
That's again.
Oh dear. This is not what. This is not the strategy. This is not papaya rules, says Pablo in chat. Oh dear. Like,
That is Craiggie's reign of terror over.
Surely. Obviously, the wind damage doesn't seem to be affecting him. Obviously, we'll have to see as we come round. Obviously, Cooper will want to try and get past AJ. Realistically, at turn 4 or at turn 1 and defend like crazy. As Craigie has a little bit of a wobble. So that is unfortunate for Craigie having a little wobble there. He's dropped a little bit off his teammate. But I think he's still within DRS. As look at this, Cooper's really closing up to AJ. Cooper will want to try and get ahead of AJ into turn 1 if he can. Obviously DRS open up, deploying all that battery. Will he go for the move on the brakes into turn 1? Nope. He will get one last chance though to get past AJ for the last time down into turn 4. He's only 2/10 away. DRS open, battery flying. He's going to go to the inside. AJ's going to squeeze him. But Cooper up into the lead of the race. Cooper now into the lead, and they've broken 1 second to his teammate Craigie, who's now in third, under pressure from Hoff and Dobak. Obviously, Cooper up the hill, still ahead of AJ, and AJ's just pushing Cooper through from turn 8, and now up to still so close here around turn 9, and obviously AJ will get one last chance to overtake Cooper up to the line. Obviously, Cooper needs to save as much battery as possible. As Craigie and Hoff and Dobak are fighting over a thing. As Craigie's gone, as Span and PW Jones has got past. But here we are then, right on with the top 2. Cooper coming up to the line with AJ. Who's going to get it on the line? It is AJ! AJ is going to take it away from Cooper on the line by 0.033 of a second. Hoff and Dobak will pick up third. PW Jones will pick up a fourth. Craigie, unfortunately, has somehow I believe he had a spin, so he's down to 5th. Hako and Donham will come across the line 6th and 7th. Obviously, they both got 10-second time penalties for speeding in the pit lane. So Mr. P will be promoted up to 6th. Lanky gets up to 8th. Ty Clare up to 9th. Donham will drop down to 10th as the last finisher. Oh my god, what a close finish there from Cooper and AJ. That is the closest so far.
Cooper has got to wait that little bit longer for that win. What a finish. They're literally fighting all race long from start to finish, giving it absolutely
indeed.
They just couldn't stop like fighting each other, and they fought right to the end.
Yep.
And AJ comes out on top by 0.033.
Yep.
I think that takes the title off me and Grelis from back in Miami 2 seasons ago. But what a race. That was incredible.
Definitely, and obviously as well, with AJ winning the race, it does mean Craigie's reign of terror, his 4 wins in a row is not going to happen. So he'll have to start that streak again. Obviously, we will go through the full classification here. So AJ takes the win ahead of Cooper by 0.03 of a second. Hoff and Dobak takes P3. And then PW Jones in 4th. Craigie down to 5th. Then Mr. P in 6th. Hako in 7th. Then the lanky one in 10th. Then his teammate is in 9th. Then Don Ammo will pick up the final point in 10th. Cornish Cook will finish 11th. Matty Rubber just outside the points in 12th. Griffin in 13th. Rosa Sky was lapped in the end, but is still classified and finished, but did take the fastest lap on the last lap. And then the only retirement was Hasmania. Obviously now we will see if the top 3 want to come for interviews.
I can't get over that race finish. That was incredible.
Yeah.
If any of you got a clip of that, stick that into the awesome footage chat. That'll be one to be looked back on for the end of the season.
I think it was clipped by a Red Devil.
Nice one, Red Devil.
I have pinged the top 3, see if they want to do interviews. I know AJ and Cooper will definitely want to, but we'll have to see if the Hoff and Dobak won't.
Also, that is Huff and Dobak's first podium this season
Yep.
after he got very unlucky in Bahrain, dropping it in the final corner. Suzuka, obviously, I don't even think he was in the fight. And Miami, I think, was the same story. I think,
Yep. So
but that was a incredible race by what I would say Huff and Dobak.
yeah.
And also, Mr. P went from P11 to P6, Lanky from P10 to P8, and Ty Clear P13 to what's it called? P9, and Don Ammo coming from P15 on the grid to P10. That is incredible.
I will send the top. I will send the top 3 invites to the VC, and so they will jump in pretty quickly. As I will now put us on the interview and get us into the showroom. Thunderback's in the Aston Martin, isn't?
Yes.
So we will start with the Hoffendoback, the man who finishes in P3. Obviously, was with Cooper and AJ for a lot of that race. So obviously, my first question to you, sir, how did that race feel for you?
Hello. I wasn't too sure, to be honest, because I had no practice. Basically went and grabbed the setup and just went straight into qualifying. So considering, I thought, yeah, I would be pretty rubbish at this whole thing. Um, but it was an interesting race. There was a lot of questionable moves, I would say. I was just trying to keep clean, stay out of trouble. I spent a lot of the time just hanging back, watching everyone else make mistakes and just fighting for the lead, basically. But yeah, it's unfortunate about the last lap. I think Craggy got damaged, which he dropped back, and then yeah, I just thought that I would just try and get P3 then. And then he had some sort of lag spike at the end, which put him behind PW Jones, and I think he was like 3 seconds back. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened with him, but yeah, pretty pretty good overall though.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because obviously I did see Craigie picking up damage from his own teammate. Obviously, I assume that was accidental because he was a bit late on the brakes. But yeah,
Yeah, I was pushing him a bit on that straight, so I think he just misjudged his braking point.
yeah. So obviously as well on that last lap, you were like right behind him, struggling to get past, and obviously you said Craigie has a lag spike, and you just got past him. So that is a bit of a shame for him. Obviously, it worked out for you getting a podium.
Yeah, yeah. I think I would have had him anyways, just due to his damage. I don't think he had DRS anyways at the time, so yeah, I think I would have got him over the line. But yeah, it's a shame. It would have been nice to race him up to the line.
As well, I believe this is your first podium of this season.
Yeah, yeah. Surprising.
Well,
um,
more might come. You never know.
yeah, I think I just have to put a bit more practice into it. Not like tonight, but yeah, I think if I'd maybe put practice in, who knows, you know? But yeah, here's hoping for next week.
Anything to ask, Charlie?
Your luck is finally turned around from what happened in Bahrain, Japan, and Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you said you had no practice, but you generally showed some proper pace out there. So, was it just like just staying out of trouble, or was it just like natural for you?
I think mainly just staying out of trouble. Like I think, yeah, I was just keeping an eye on like my DRS. There was a point when I pitted that I thought I wasn't going to catch them, but I think I was on like the freshest tires anyway. So and they were obviously backing each other up constantly. So yeah, I was hoping it would be like a last lap battle for like four of us, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see that in the comms booth, a four-way fight for the race win, but
Yeah.
It didn't happen. But obviously, it's a good podium for you though. So
Yeah,
congratulations for
no,
that.
it's great. Thank you.
So we'll now move on to the Cooper fan, who sadly I'm gonna have to
Hello.
roast him a little bit. So Man, you still can't.
Okay.
You still can't win a race.
Yeah, I know.
Like, man keeps getting unlucky. I thought when you got ahead of AJ on the last lap there that you had it in the bag, but AJ, being the sneaky man he is, gets you on the line. Obviously, that must be triggering just a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, bit unlucky at the end, but overall it's a good race. I mean, P2 I'm happy with, using no assists as well, so I'm quite happy.
Yeah, there's a couple sketchy moments there was between you and AJ. I saw both you decided to push each other on the grass at one point.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so we
It was
saw those on
into
stream.
it was onto turn 3, I think, and he just pushed me off. I was going around for outside, and he just pushed me off. So like 2 corners later, I did the same to him.
Right. Obviously, as well. Obviously, I want to go back to qualifying. Like, I'm sorry, but what the frick was your pace in quali? You're like 6 tenths faster than everybody else.
Nah, I mean, I still had lots of time in my lap. I mean,
So you're
I
saying
could
you could
probably
have put
got
it in
like,
the sixes?
yeah, like 6.8 probably. Best lap overall probably, but
Man,
I'm
showboating
quite
now.
happy. No, but it doesn't matter that much. I mean, it was a decent quali. Just get used to the track.
Obviously, as well, decent race as well for you.
Yeah.
It's just a shame AJ had to ruin your first win you were hoping to get. But I think as well for this season right now, I do believe that is the closest finish we've had so far. Charlie, anything to ask, sir?
Was your tyres like kind of just dying off with the constant battling, or was it just yeah, it was just how you thought it would have been?
Nah, for tires were fine. I mean, like for mediums felt great. Hards were a bit terrible at the start because I think I got some wind damage in the pits somehow, so that didn't help. But they were fine at the end. I mean,
You got wing
didn't.
damage?
Yeah, I
I don't
think it
think you
came
did. But
No,
in the
it
pits.
was Craggy that got wing damage at
No,
the
he
end.
never got any. He never got any. I don't think.
He did at the end, but from spectator cam, I did not see damage on your car at all, Cooper.
yeah,
But
neither.
they said it was just a bit. It came up when I went into the pits.
Now, obviously, congratulations on Cooper on that P2. It should have been a win, but unfortunately, not in this case. So unlucky. And now
Never.
we'll go on to the man who stole the win from you by 300ths of a second. He got you on the line. Obviously, AJ, congratulations on that win. How did that race feel for you?
I'm sorry to start off. Like, stole it from him. I was leading the majority of the race. What do you mean?
You got lucky. Don't admit
What?
it.
Okay. Well, it feels great to be honest to be finally back on the top step.
Yep, as it should do. So you've had a few podiums already this season. Obviously now you can see you've
Mm-hmm.
stood on the top step. Obviously that
Mm-hmm.
must feel good. Obviously, yep, you are right. You did lead the race for quite a bit, especially after the pit stops.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably trying to do your best Max Verstappen impression to make your Red Bull as wide as possible for those McLarens to not get through.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I noticed the McLarens were struggling on the last sector, the last 2 corners before the straight, and that's why I could maximize my time, my delta to them. And I figured out I needed 6 tenths to Craigie and 5 tenths to Cooper to stay ahead of him on the main straight. So I tried to have enough ERS to have that, and then burn if needed. So yeah, that's what basically kept me in the lead all race long, because they were definitely quicker than I was in sector 2.
Yeah, because it certainly looked like it, because I could see from the stream that you're literally being pushed through the middle sector by Cooper. You did pretty well then to keep ahead of them.
Thank you.
Had a couple of sketchy moments as well. Bit of contact with Cooper.
Yeah, and a bit of contact with Craigie as well. I think I was sideways like 3 times this whole race.
I think I caught a couple of those on stream. Yep.
We'll have a look.
I'll see. Charlie, anything to ask our race winner?
How does it feel to end Craggy's 3-win streak?
Well, to be honest, I was surprised he qualified. I think it was P9, P8, something like that.
Yeah.
P8.
I was surprised, and then I saw him in P5, P6, pretty much on lap 2, I think it was.
Yep.
So I was like, yeah, he's going to be up there with me at the end of the race. And then obviously I had Cooper right there with me as well, so I knew it was going to be tough to beat both of them. But yeah, like I said, the exits on the last corner helped me to get away from Craigie and keep him behind. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this being his 3 race record, and now being the other race winner.
Yep. Hopefully as well. Obviously, we'll want to see more people win. Obviously, Craigie is still being pretty dominant right now. Man's got like 3 wins and a 5th. So
yeah, he definitely had pace today as well.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for Craigie, the black spike Craigie had, I think he might have been 4th. We'll never know.
I think, to be honest, best he could have done was 3rd today, because me and Cooper obviously ran away with it in the end.
Yeah, you definitely did. You gapped him and Hoffendoe back by quite a bit at the end.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, to be honest. I thought they were right behind us still, but yeah.
See as well. So that will now be the end of stream. Obviously, again, big congratulations to our podium sitters. AJ on the win, Cooper 2nd, and then Hoffendoe back in 3rd. So obviously now the next race we'll see will be the AM1 race, which will be in a couple of hours. Obviously back here, I believe it's probably about 2 AM UK time. Obviously it's 9 PM Eastern for them. It'll be about 2 in the morning UK time. Probably like 4 AM everywhere else in Europe if people want to stay up for that. Obviously that is it from me and Charlie for today. Obviously we will see you next week, where we'll be going to Portugal. So that'll be some fun racing, and we cannot wait to see you guys there. So
sorry, had to.
This is where, like, I know you're an admin, AJ, but please can you not? I was like, me and Rob got fed up of Cooper doing it last season. Don't you start.
Right. Don't put the blame on me.
What?
Right. You know, I'm just going to mute Discord while I finish the stream. So obviously the AM, so obviously our American friends from across the pond, their race will be in roughly about 4.5 hours from now. Sorry, 3.5 hours. So if you want to be back for that, we'll see you there. But obviously from me and Charlie, that is end of stream, and we'll see you for the EU1 race in Portugal next week, same time as today, 9 o'clock on Thursday night. So without further ado, we'll see you all next time. Cheerio.